Hey. Wait a minute. I don't have the, it's live yet. Okay, there you go. Now it says you are now live. Yes. I'm so happy to be live with you this evening because there's something very significant I want to share with you. I have partnered with several churches in the Manassas area and with several community leaders. And what we are going to do on the morning of February 22nd, 2025, that's a Saturday, we have come together and we're going to host a breakfast to honor the legacy of the amazing Jennie Dean. And the title of the morning's breakfast is Her Legacy Lives On. Got to share this with you. Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Jennie Dean. Miss Jennie Dean was born into slavery in 1848. She was born near the Prince William County and Loudoun County border on a plantation called Marble Hill Plantation. Her family was owned by the Newman family. I hate saying that a family was owned by another family, but it's just a reality in American history. Look, when emancipation came, when freedom came, Jennie Dean was a teenager. And what Jennie Dean did is she traveled into Washington, D.C., stayed in Washington, D.C., Monday through Friday, worked, did what was called domestic servants work, much like probably the work that she did as an enslaved individual in Prince William County. But as an enslaved individual, she was not getting paid. But working in Washington, D.C., after emancipation, Jennie Dean was making a little bit of money, a little bit of money. Let me tell you what this sister did with her money. Worked in Washington, D.C. Monday through Friday, would come home on the weekends, and she invested herself and her money and her time and her talent into her community and into her people. This is so significant. You got to hear this. I'm going to skip a whole lot in the timeline because you need to come out to the breakfast and hear more about this amazing woman and this amazing story. It will inspire you to your greatness, to take the little bit that God has placed in your hand and to know, just like Jennie Dean, that your legacy can far outlive you. I want to tell you how she did it, what she did and how she did it. Now let me just get back to the story. In 1880, Jennie Dean established a church called Calvary Chapel. 145 years later, that church is still in existence. The church still holds the property. Not only that, they don't only hold that one piece of property, historic property, where she originally established the church, but they hold another property, a larger property in the city of Manassas. So as a result of that one church plant, two churches have property and serve the community and serve the kingdom as a result. Look, there was another church called Prosperity Baptist. Yep, in Chantilly. Prosperity Baptist still exists today. Jennie Dean established both Calvary Chapel and Prosperity Baptist. And then thirdly, she established Dean Divers. You got that right. You guessed it. 115 years later, Dean Divers still exists. There are two churches that worship on that site. This is so significant. A single woman formerly enslaved as a child, making pennies, coming back to her community and investing in her community. Got to hear how she did it. Got to hear how she did it. So I want you to come out to our breakfast. I have collaborated with some amazing church leaders and community leaders to make this happen for you. Let me name drop a few. Pastor Todd Stubblefield. I think it's Elwood Todd Stubblefield, right? Who has stewardship over the historic Dean Divers location In his church is Dean Divers Baptist in His Glory Ministries. He has opened the doors to his fellowship hall, and he is hosting the breakfast for us. Yes, so the breakfast is complimentary to you because he is hosting the breakfast. In addition to that, Pastor Gary Johnson, Rock Church of Manassas, is supporting this work and this effort as well. His congregation worships in the historic building. This is so significant. This morning on the 22nd of February is so significant, so important. You have to be there. In addition to that, after the breakfast, there's some amazing surprises in the breakfast. You're going to hear some things. You're going to see some things. You're going to be able to touch some historic artifacts. You are. This is an amazing opportunity to experience and be inspired by local Black history. Look, after the breakfast, you have the opportunity to join us on a guided bus tour. The guided bus tour cost, it's $15 for students, it's $25 for adults, but you don't want to miss it. We have the most amazing public historian and historic preservationist, none other than Pastor Michelle C. Thomas herself will be taking us on the bus tour. Michelle C. Thomas, if you don't know about her, she is the founder of the Loudoun Freedom Center. Yep, Google them, look them up. She is also the current president of the Loudoun County's chapter of the NAACP. She is also the founder and pastor of Holy and Whole Life Ministries in not in Leesburg, gotta get it right. When you name drop, you gotta get the names and the stuff right. In Lansdowne, Virginia. This is an amazing community collaboration. She is going to be our amazing tour guide. Don't want you to miss it. Look, leave an indication in the comments that you would like me to send you the evite for the RSVP and for the bus tour. Or you can just send me a text, a message, or whatever, however you can get to me to get the invite, because you have to RSVP. Space is limited, and Pastor Todd Stubblefield and his team want to be sure that they have sufficient food for everybody. So excited to have you join us this morning. Be looking forward to more lives about this event, right? Alrighty, have a good night. Bye-bye.